Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome you all for today's session on 3 ways to ensure business continuity by connecting your ecosystem using 3D Experience Cloud. Before I actually take you on to the session, let me give you some pointers, a couple of pointers. In the interest of time, we have muted all the participants. However, you may post your queries or questions besides the chat box that is available in this webinar session. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the session. Okay, let me take you to the session. This is the agenda for today's session. I shall be taking you through the agenda for the entire session. I'll be briefing you about my company before I actually take you to the detailed session. A couple of minutes I would spare to brief about my organization, although many of you might already be familiar with my organization, followed by today's challenges and issues, typically the challenges that we are faced with at this point of time due to the COVID situation. And how do we address these challenges and overcome these challenges by using the best-in-class technologies that is being offered through 3D Experience Cloud platform. And typically the 3 ways of how to ensure the business continuity by connecting your ecosystem using the solutions that I'm going to explain in the following slides, which typically covers the shared intelligence, the powerful project planning, and the contextualized business insights, typically which takes the inputs from your social medias and so on, followed by why 3D experience, why you should look at 3D experience platform as a solution with all the offerings that are available as part of the system, 3D Experience Cloud key values, and the customer added values, which we'll be touching upon. And then followed by the licenses that you may need to access these applications or the platform, and the implementation strategies that is involved to make it available for you to start using it. And finally, the summary that we are going to talk about. And this is the agenda for today's session. Okay, so let me take you to the detailed. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, before I actually take you to the session, let me introduce myself. My name is S. Arun Prasad, business lead. I've been associated with EDS Technologies from past 13 plus years, handling pre-sales and implementation services. And about my organization, EDS Technologies Private Limited, we are a 25-year-old organization, started our operation in the year 1994 to focus on PLM solution sales, implementation, and support all over India. We are celebrating our Silver Jubilee this year and successfully running across India with our operations. We are the largest PLM and engineering solutions provider in India, supporting more than 1,500 plus customers. Name any customers in India, be it automotive, aerospace and defense, or IMNC, that is industrial machinery and components, or discrete industries. One or the other solutions are being used by all of these customers across the 11 offices that we are supporting to all these customers. We are headquartered in Bangalore and having offices across all over India, pan-India presence, right from Delhi, Noida, Gurgaon, to the south to Chennai, Hyderabad, including Bangalore, which is our headquarter, and then to the west, Pune, Mumbai, Coimbatore, and so on. So we have 11 plus offices across India. So we have a strategic alliance with one of the prestigious organizations, namely Dassault Systemes and associated organizations like Technia and Human Solutions to market and sell their range of products in India. We have been platinum partners to Dassault Systemes successively for in India and catering to all the end-to-end requirement of all the customers throughout India with the dedicated sales, support, marketing, and customer satisfaction audit teams, around 200 plus resources spread across all these locations to address the customers' end-to-end PLM business and support requirements. We also have our own e-learning portal that I would suggest you all to have a look at it, where there are numerous courses that are being offered with respect to CAD solutions, not only with CAD solutions, but also on the domain applications that we are talking about. including CATIA V5, Inventor, AutoCAD, and many other solutions. The e-learning portal link is www.edstelearning.com. Please make note of this particular EDST e-learning portal, www.edstelearning.com, where you have access to all CAD related software courses that you can register. There are free courses available as well. At this point of time, you can leverage the full functionalities of this particular e-learning portal, where you can improve on your skills and develop and probably your resources who are all reporting to you. Okay, having said that, let me take you down to the actual session. Okay, we are all now faced with a big question mark of how. These are the today's challenges and issues that we are completely faced with now because of the pandemic situation brought in by the COVID, where we are all completely locked down or remote locations. But at the same time, we have to have access to our day-to-day operations with respect to business or with respect to our office-related activities. How do you ensure the business continuity as always, whether you are on a pandemic situation like us, like what we are in today, or even if we overcome this pandemic, where there is when we are on the move, probably on a business trip or on the customer meetings, or no matter wherever you are at home or at office, you still have to have access to this office related activities or your business related activities. So how do you ensure the productivity and efficiencies and on our deliverables to the commitments that we have made to the customers, no matter whatever the situation is, but still we have to ensure the productivity and efficiency in our deliverables? How do we establish the collaborative environment with although there is an announcement from the government of India that there is a relaxation with 30 to 50% of the workforce who can go on to the office and execute their activities, but at the same time, and the rest of the resources who will be supporting the backend operations from with the concept of work from home. I think probably going forward down the line, if not on a longer duration, but at least a couple of quarters, what we see is due to this lockdown, the traditional way of working, probably 8 to 9 hours of what we spend completely on the site or at our office is becoming will be a challenge going forward. But then how do we address these kind of a situation where there probably is about 30 to 50% of the workforce and the rest being available or working from home, who has to support this 30 to 50% of the workforce who is on the site? So these are certain challenges, major challenges that we are faced with at this point of time that we have to overcome. So followed by, we also have the resource utilization with accountability and commitment due to the change in the work schedules. This is another important point and a challenge that has posed to all the departmental heads, who has to motivate their resources and at the same time give them certain activities and with an optimized utilization of the resource, so that they're engaged and they're motivated with an accountability and commitment as always. How do we do that? How do we ensure the customer interactions as always? How do we ensure the customer satisfaction and engagement so that we are in touch with the customers day in, day out, as per the government, as per the company's goals and targets that we have set? We still have to ensure that there is a continuous customer interaction, customer satisfaction, and engagements, no matter whatever the situation right now what we are in. And one of the such situation is the pandemic situation, where that is brought us in here, locked down at our house, but at the same time we have to ensure that these things have to be taken care. How do we ensure that we have a visibility across all our project deliverables, and at the same time establish collaboration within and outside the ecosystem? When I say within and outside the ecosystem, it is within your internal resources, your employee, and the outside ecosystems. When we say, it is typically your suppliers, subcontractors, vendors, and the customers. So these are the major challenges what we have identified, and I'm sure many of you might agree with it, that how do we address these challenges? What are the solutions that are available as part of the system by 3D Experience Cloud platform that can address these challenges or overcome these challenges? Let me take you to that slide. As you see on the screen, we have identified, rather, the technology has identified three best ways to ensure the business connectivity by connecting your ecosystem on the cloud using the solution by name 3D Experience Cloud Platform. It's no more a product what we see, because it is a platform which hosts whole lot of solutions with it, right from engineering, manufacturing, and the downstream departments like your quality, procurement, dispatch, delivery, and not only within your existing ecosystem, internal ecosystem, but also your associated ecosystem or the external ecosystem, as we have just seen, your customers, because customers are the ones who is the driving factor for all of us, uh, and that is where we see, in order to keep the customers happy, in order to have a continuous engagement with the customers, and keep our business to be in to move on no matter whatever the situation is, and at the same time our life must also go on. So how do we ensure and address all these challenges? Let's see uh, these solutions one by one when I explain in detail through the following slides. So the first point what I was referring to is connect your ecosystem with the shared intelligence, and this particular uh, point is addressed through 3D Experience Collaborative Business Innovator. This is the package that is available as part of the 3D Experience Cloud platform that can enable you to establish a collaborative environment within your ecosystem and outside your ecosystem. So the one single interface, you can invite your customers to be part of your discussions. Within the same interface, your customers will have access to all the necessary informations that you would like to share it across to him. Like typically your social media links, like your Facebook, LinkedIn, and so on. The similar kind of an experience that this particular platform brings into all our customers who can actually leverage the full functionalities of this. So the second one is to connect your ecosystem with the powerful project planning. This is the second way that we have identified and ably supported by this package or the solution by name 3D Experience Project Management. This solution gives us an access to all our project deliverables, no matter wherever you are, whether you're in office or outside the office, you can still have access to all the project deliverables that are happening, because there is a dashboard view which gives you a summary of all the current project deliverables that are being that are in progress, and it gives you an information about what are the resources that are being allocated to this project, everything all in one single dashboard that gives you an access at this point of time, whether you're at home or at office or wherever you are at this point of time. So these solutions gives you an access to stay connected, and at the same time be collaborative between your internal stakeholders and your external stakeholders. And the third point, the third way to ensure your business continuity is to connect your ecosystem with the contextualized business insight. What does this mean? Typically, what we have seen is most of the consumers who are share their feedbacks, their inputs in the social media contents like Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and many other social media platforms that are available. How do we access all these information and at the same time give you an insight about what is happening in the market? How is the competition in the market? How is my product faring in the market? What is the customer sentiments, their feedbacks? All these structured or unstructured data are collated and put forward into a dashboards to you, and sitting wherever you are. As I'm repeating this word every now and then, relating to this situation, because we are all locked down at one particular place, but at the same time we have to have access to our business operations. We have to have we stay connected with our day-to-day office activities, and collaborate with our internal and our external stakeholders. And that is the reason why we have identified these three ways to ensure business continuity by connecting your ecosystem on the 3D Experience Cloud platform by utilizing all these three solutions that I have just mentioned over. Now, let me take you to a detailed explanation about each one of this, followed by a demonstration. I'll actually take you on to the system, how you can actually do this. Okay, the first point, connect your ecosystem with shared intelligence that ensures your business connectivity. That is ably supported by 3D Experience Collaborative Business Innovator. As I mentioned, this is a solution that can connect your internal and your external stakeholders that brings about a collaborative environment, not only on your projects, but with all your activities that you're carrying out with related to your office works, specifically the official activities or the operations that we're talking about. So for example, if the HR wants to uh, inform inform or post some information that is accessible to each and every employees of the organization, yes, this is a platform that is available wherein he can post the necessary information. I will actually take you onto the demonstration where, followed by this slide, where you will see that how you can build a community. Each and every department within your organization can stay connected with your resources, with your employees, the people who are reporting to you, all in one, all made available through this package, which is called the 3D Experience Collaborative Business Innovator. So with this 3D Experience platform, you can share necessary informations and the data to make data-driven business decisions. You can collaborate within your internal and external stakeholders, and at the same time, the data are secured. That's the primary point that I would like to mention. Let me quickly take you to the platform. I have already logged into the system in the interest of time. So as you see on the screen, this is the interface that I was just referring to. 3D Experience Dashboard, 3D Experience Platform, all in one platform that can cater to 11 plus industry verticals with industry best practices built in it. As when I say industry best practices built in it, it can cater to 11 plus industry segments or verticals. You name any industry verticals that you're as part of the system. Let's say automotive and its suppliers, aerospace and defense, i.e. industrial equipments or industrial manufacturing machineries and components, and then process-based organizations or any other industries that we're referring to. 3D Experience platform helps you to connect to all these industry segments with various solutions hosted in it as part of the system. So as you see on the screen, I can build. So at this point of time, when we are locked down at home or in remote locations, and at the same time we need to be connected to our resources, to our customers, and so on. This is the platform that I was mentioning, where you can stay connected. You bring about a collaborative environment where I can build a community. On the left hand side, if you see, I have various communities that I can that are visible. So as you see here, there is a partner collaboration cockpit, partner information cockpit, and at the same time, on the middle of the screen, there are various communities that I can build. Likewise, you can build your own communities where you can share the necessary information. These communities can be a private or public. It could be a community that you want to create with respect to. It could be the community that the management or the leadership team alone can be a part of the community, or you can build a community with only the HR departments concerned related activities, or a community with respect to engineering. I can build a community or a team within this dashboard where I can have access to all engineering related information, or I can build a community in this particular platform where I can have access to all my resources who are part of my manufacturing team, and at the same time I can share the relevant information, thus bringing a collaborative environment. So as you see here, there are various informations that are posted. These are something like what you see in your day-to-day social media contents, like your LinkedIn, Facebook, or it could be a Twitter. This particular dashboard gives you an access. No matter wherever you are, you still will be connected sitting at one place. So as I rightly mentioned earlier, that the typical challenges, how do we ensure the business continuity when you are locked down at a particular location, but at the same time you need to have access to all your office related or operation related activities, and also be connected with your customer and within your internal stakeholders like your employees. So this is one such dashboard that you can be connected with, where you can where I can have access to all the relevant information right from my design engineering to hand over to manufacturing and to the downstream departments like my procurement, like my quality, like my production planning, dispatch, delivery, and many other departments who forms part of the entire enterprise or an organization. So I can still stay connected with all my each and every resources within my organization and also outside my organization. When I say an outside organization, it includes my suppliers, it includes my vendors, it includes my customers, primarily the customers. So you can invite them to be a part of this particular platform. And for your information, if the customer is also on the 3D Experience platform, and if they are using 3D Experience at their site, it is just that you need to invite them like your Facebook invite or the LinkedIn invite, as simple as it is, without any additional licenses. However, if the customer is not using the 3D Experience platform, you can still invite them to be a part of the system, so that you can have a daily review, you can have a day-to-day discussion with the customers, and at the same time you can show the technology know-how that you're already in. You're way ahead in the technology know-how that you're connecting with your customers, and the customer would definitely be happy to get connected in one single dashboard, no matter wherever they are. And at this point of time, I think this particular solution gives this particular solution plays a very important role, what I feel, to stay connected with all our stakeholders, be it the internal stakeholders or the external stakeholders. And apart from these, we can also have visibility about all our project deliverables. I'll just take you to that. So it gives you an access to entire project deliverables that I'm currently running in the organization. So as you see here, the project management, I will explain this in detail when I finish my next slide in the presentation, so that gives you a visibility. And apart from that, I also have a visibility to all my design data. As a simple example, I have searched for standard bolts and nuts, and if you see here, it has given me a result of 52 results with all the types of bolts and nuts that are available. So I can open this up, just a contextual right click mouse button click. So I can open this up in my relevant CAD applications where what I would like to use with. So as you see here, you see we have an inbuilt 3D markup that brings in with it a viewer along with it, so that you can have a visibility about what this CAD model is all about. If I am a design engineer, I would have access to all the design related components, no matter wherever I am. It's not mandatory for me to be at my office or at my home or wherever it is, or on a business trip or on a customer meeting. I can still be accessible to each and every information, as long as this I have a valid login credentials on this platform. So I can do a design review, I can do a design mockup, I can share this, I can have a collaborative discussion with my customers, with my subcontractors, with my suppliers, and take their opinion on this. At the same time, I can also call for a meeting invite. I can host a meeting through this application, which will send a mail to all my customers, no matter wherever they are. That is the beauty of this solution. You will be connected to all your internal and external stakeholders, no matter whatever the situation you are. And at this point of time, I would like to stress, since we are all locked down at home, having no access to my office related activities, but at the same time, I would have to move on with the business. I have to carry on with my life. And how do I ensure that? This is the solution that I was talking all the while, that this gives you an interface, a platform for you to collaborate with your external and internal stakeholder. So you can do much more in this. You can add, you can share, you can also add your news feed. You can collaborate. You can have informations related to your what is happening in the market, about your competitions, about your industry verticals, about other companies which is similar in business line with you. I can add my posts, I can add my my web pages here. I will add my web pages such that whenever I log in back, those web pages will show me the real-time the information, like your news feed, like your RSS feed, that every day that you want to have information with. This is one typical dashboard that I'm currently connected with, as you see here, my technical director by name Karthikeyan Varadarajan. I don't know where he is right now, but at the same time, I still see him hooked to the system, and he has posted certain information over here for us to look at. So he's asking me a query: how do we get started with 3D Swim? This is a this is a community that I was talking about. My VP, to whom I'm reporting to, he still has access to me at this point of time, what I'm doing right now. So he can have access to all the resources who was reporting to him, and what is the deliverables that needs to be allocated to them. All those things can be posted in this particular platform that I'm just referring to. And on the extreme right side, if you see, I have all my related projects. What are the projects that I'm currently running? All in one single dashboard. And on the extreme left-hand side, you see what are my 2D activities. What are the activities that I have to do at this point of time? What are the activities for the day? What are the activities that I have to do for the next day, or so on? All these are accessible and available in one single dashboard. And at the same time, it does not give me a feeling that I'm nowhere in an office environment, or I'm nowhere in a business operations, or so on. I'm still having access to my business operations. I'm still having access to what I have to do. I'm still connected to my office employees. That is the beauty of this solution, which brings about a collaborative environment to be stay connected with all your internal and external stakeholders. Okay, that was in short. I just wanted to take you to the solution, how it actually looks like. And let me take you to the presentation. So we have just covered this. How do we connect your ecosystem? How do you ensure the business connectivity by connecting your ecosystem with the shared intelligence? So this is one such solution which can help you on that. Let me take you to the next solution: project management. How do I have access to all my projects with all its deliverables? Are all my projects running on time? Is there a project that needs certain attention? What are the resources that are being engaged on this particular project? All these necessary informations can all be accessible in that particular dashboard that I just showcased you right now. I will also show you this, how the project planning can be done, how your projects, you have a dashboard visibility about each and every project with actual versus estimated timelines, and all these necessary informations sitting at one single place, no matter whatever your situation it is, whether you're in office, whether you're outside the office, or on a business trip, or in a customer meeting, you will still have access and stay connected to all the business operations and the office related activities. So let me again take you back to my 3D experience platform. Let me demonstrate to you how the project planning and project related deliverables are accessible. So as you see here, these on the top left corner, if you see here, we have what is called the module, the Innovator project management. So it is one single platform that I'm accessible to all the relevant modules. So I'm not moving out of this platform. As you are seeing, I am still connected with the same platform. I have access to my communities. I have access to my project deliverables. I have access to my 3D related data. I have access to my manufacturing. Look at it. Each and every departmental activities are all connected to one single platform. That is the strength that this particular platform can bring to all the organizations who would want to have a look at this particular platform, who would want to try this platform at your organization. This can give you a platform that can help you to be connected with your internal and external stakeholders, no matter whatever the situation is. So as I said earlier, this particular dashboard on the same 3D experience platform, I have access to all my project deliverables. As you see, there are a lot of all the projects that you see on the left hand side, name of the projects, and what is the current phase. It can help you out to define the critical paths. What is the status of each and every project? What is the estimated finish and start date of this project, and where we are today? So it gives me a dashboard view about not only the projects, but also the complete portfolio of the program. So let's say, for example, I'm an organization who are into diversified business verticals. So I'm also into the business of uh, uh, automotive. I'm also into the business of aerospace and aerospace. I'm also into the business of general engineering or general manufacturing. So I would like to have access to each and every projects, what is happening across each of these three business verticals. So these three business verticals are defined as a program in this particular application or in this particular solution. And within that solution, I can have n number of projects that can be defined. And at the same time, I can have a visibility about each and every projects across each and every programs or the business verticals. Let me quickly take you to one of the projects. I'll just click onto this NPD project. So as you see here, the moment I clicked onto this NPD project, it takes me to the same, within the same dashboard, within the same platform, to a new dashboard view. It loads onto a dynamically changeable screen with all the indicators that you can see on the top, where what is the current status of the project. It gives me the KPIs or the metrics. What is the percentage of the project, the progress it is in? What by what days as the project slipped by? What is the tasks? What are the tasks, list of tasks that are that are completed, or is it not completed, and what is it? All those necessary information with the indicators that are measured. And at the same time, there are different color codifications. There are certain, some are in red and some are in green. That means it gives you an indication that which are the projects that are which are the tasks that needs to be given an immediate task. Anything that is highlighted in red, that means there are in danger zones that needs an immediate attention. So look at the beauty of this solution, where you have access to each and every information in one single dashboard. And this is this dynamically changing screen is out of the box functionalities, where you have everything defined, everything available in a pictorial representations, like your bar graphs, pie charts, and so on. So you also have a Gantt chart view about each and every task, the phase gate views, the work breakdown structure of each and every task, all the necessary informations in one single dashboard. So, and at the same time, you can also do uh, schedule a meeting, you can host a meeting, you can send a meeting invite to all your who is a part of this project deliverables. You can also have a daily meeting scheduled at regular intervals as per your convenience, so that you will have a control on the project deliverables and visibility across what is happening. And that is all possible in this particular solution, which is part of your 3D experience platform. So no matter, as I'm mentioning, every now and then, no matter wherever you are still connected, you still have a collaborative environment, you will still have access to your office related tasks, activities, and all your project related relevant deliverables, as long as you have a platform like this, which keeps you connected. So you can do a lot of experiments with this solution. You can do a lot of mock-ups. You can do changes in this before the project is actually released. There can be a trial and error that you can do, which is called a concept project, before it is actually approved to be released for execution. So I can have access to each and every information of this project. So what are the work breakdown structures that are available as part of this project? What are the tasks that are being assigned to the relevant resources? I can have each and every access to all the tasks, activities, and the resources that are allocated to this particular project, with also the duration. What is the number of days that this particular task? As you see on the screen, I have access to each and every related information. The NPD projects, which has a phase gate mechanism. If I drop down, it takes me to an elaborative work breakdown structure with all the tasks and activities that you can have access to. As you see here, the first phase of it has various task activities. So like the feasibility review, receive authorization, to name a few, bill of materials, process flow diagrams, all these are accessible sitting in one place, and as long as you have access to this particular 3D, as long as you are using a system like this, which is a 3D experience platform. So I hope this gives you an overview about the project management solution within the same 3D experience platform. However, I would also spend some more time to my presentation. The third point, which is the connect your ecosystem with the contextualized business insight, which is facilitated the module by name Social Business Analyst. And again, I'm stressing the point that this particular solution is all available in the same 3D experience platform. I'm not going out of the 3D experience platform. Every modules, packages, everything is available in the same single platform that we are now talking about. So this is typically gives you this solution typically gives you an insight about what are the customer feedbacks, what is the competition that is, how is the product faring in the market, with all the consumers, with all the feedbacks that have been posted on the social medias like your Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and so on. But at the same time, how do you have a structured data automatically with all these collated from these social media contents? And that is possible through this particular module, which is called Social Business Analyst, which is the brand name is called as NetWipes. I think we can have more details about this probably when we have a detailed session specifically on this module later at this moment. Okay, I hope I think looks like there was a delay or probably a connection issue. Maybe I'll repeat my my slide again. Probably I'll go back with the presentation again. Sorry, I'll go back with the demo. Probably this is where I feel I just got a note that there was a weak signal, and probably there might have been a disconnect in my presentation, or you may not have been audible. I might not have been audible due to the bad network situation. Anyway, let me repeat again. Going back to the previous slide, the project management solution, which is available as part of the system, where I can have access to each and every tasks and activities within the projects. Each and every projects, I know what is the current status of each and every tasks or activities of the projects that I are currently running. So, and it also gives me which resource has been allocated to it, what is the duration that has been allocated to this particular task, and if there is, we can also bring a control. A critical path can be defined such that there is without the completion of the previous task, the next task cannot move on, or there could be a control that if there is a delay in the task, it should trigger a notification to the, or an escalation to the immediate superiors, and so on. The necessary actions can be taken. So that is this is the interface that I was just talking to. So this particular dashboard gives you an insight about complete project deliverables, as we see. And let me also highlight to you on this particular topic, where I see there was a disturbance in my deliverables. So let me again take you back to this. How do we access all the 3D related activities? So I would just have to search my 3D design, the 3D the part number. If I'm aware of the part number, just give the part number. Just give the access to the part number, and it displays me the complete list of the models that I'm looking at. So as you see here, Sorry, I'm just logging in back. Probably because of the network issue. While that gets loaded, let me again take you back to the previous slide. I guess I got an intimation that there was a delay in my due to the network issue. Let me again take you back to this slide. I guess we have seen this slide where we have no matter whatever the situation is, we can still be connected with all my internal and external stakeholders, as I just mentioned in my in the demo session, where I can build the communities. I can have a community as per my departmental wise, and also I can also invite my customers so that they'll be a part of the system that helps me in their approvals or decision making. So as you see here, I have just logged in. So this particular screen, while it is loading, you see there are multiple screens that are visible as part of the system. So as you see here, I can build my own community. The communities are listed down here. So each and every communities can be built as simple as it is. Like you can invite your member, you can add your team members so that they're all available in the same dashboard, in the same platform for you to stay connected. You can have a collaborative environment. You can share your information, you can share your ideas, you can post your ideas, and at the same time you can also post your comments with necessary feedbacks and so on. And also I have on the leftmost side, I have my 2D activities. What are the daily activities that I need to do? What are the deliverables that are expected out of me from my manager? All those things will be available as part of the system in the same single platform that I'm seeing. And the mid of the screen, what you see, the 3D swim, which is basically that I have access to all my community related information. So if I'm belonging to a certain community, that within this platform, let's say I'm from an engineering department and I'm belonging to that particular community, I will have access to each and every information related to that particular community, which is accessible, which is posted. As you see, there is already one of my manager, Mr. Karthikeyan Varadarajan. I don't know where he is, but still I could see his informations, what he has loaded, what he has posted in this. I can have access to these relay. And I can also have on the extreme right corner, the extreme right of the screen, I have access to all my projects. So what are the projects that I am related to, and each and every related information about this project, what is expected out of my deliverables on this, all these are accessible in one single platform. Not only this, I can also browse for the necessary CAD files. Like if let's say for example, I am a designer, I would like to access the 3D CAD models. I just have to search for these files. I'll just execute this. I just have to search. So as you see on the screen, it is loading. So I'm just typed the part number by name Bolt, and it just gives me in no time about 52 results. And I have access to all my 3D related data. Like this, I may have access to all my design related activities, design related models. So be it any CAD software that you talk about, it could be your CATIA, it could be your SolidWorks, all mechanical or electronic CAD applications. We have connectivity. We can bring an interface to all these 3D CAD softwares. Imagine this kind of an information being available even if I'm a non-CAD user. So these are the details that I'm still that is all possible with relevant access, with relevant rules, and with the necessary authorization that has been given. It is not that we can make it available to everybody, but with necessary rules and access and authorization, it can be controlled as well. So I can go and just right mouse button click on this and open with. It has to, whether I need to open it with CATIA V5 or I need to only do a 3D markup within the same interface without even opening in the CAD software. I would like to see what this model is all about. that is possible with the inbuilt viewer, which is available in the 3D markup, what you're seeing on the screen. So if I just click on the 3D markup, it will take me to the next window with a viewer about this particular file, and I can have a review about this model. I can invite my manager and ask him to share his feedback on this model. Is there a change? Is there a change that needs to be done on this particular design? Is there any modification? Is there any feedback on this model? Everything is possible in the same screen. I can invite a meeting and at the same time have a share my screen to my managers and have access to all these 3D related data. Apart from this, I can also even the non-technical departments like my HR departments, my CEO, the leadership team, my management, they can build their own communities within this platform and have access to each and every information, which gives them a feeling that they're not disconnected on the day-to-day office related activities or their business operations, simply because each and every information is accessible on this 3D experience platform. Okay, let me go back to the next slide, the project management, which I was just referring to. No matter wherever I am and whatever situation I'm in, I can still be accessible to each and every information about my office deliverables, about my project deliverables, what is happening across each and every projects that are assigned to that I'm taking care of it, and what are the resources who has been aligned to this particular project. Each and every related dashboard information is made available in the platform. Let me quickly take you to that again, the demo session where I was just referring to. So this is the dashboard this is the solution that I was talking about, which is Innovator project management. And again, it is all available in the same 3D experience platform. I'm not going out of this platform to access my project related management. Each and every related information, be it design engineering, be it project management, be it manufacturing related activities, be it anything related to any other modules that we're talking about, each and every related activities are all available in the same platform what I'm just accessing and demonstrating to you right now. So as you see here, the project management dashboard gives you access to each and every projects that has been created on this particular, and what is happening across each of these projects, what is the status, at what point of the status of this project are we in, what are the resources that are being allocated to it, all the necessary informations, what is the start date, end date, estimate time versus the actual time, all these related informations are all available here. Now, it not only gives you an information about the projects, but at the same time also gives you information the projects that belongs to the respective business verticals. If I am an organization who has diversified business verticals, let's say for example, I have a business vertical in automotive domain, I have a business vertical in the aerospace domain, and the third business vertical is general engineering and so on. I would like to have access to each and every projects that are running across 3 business verticals, and these are all captured by the program management within this particular solution, which I'm just showcasing you on the left hand side. So if I click on this program, it gives me the business portfolio or the project the business verticals. In this business verticals, what are the relevant projects that are being assigned to? So let me click on to a relevant, which is NPD project. So as you see, the screen changes dynamically. It loads to with all the project related information, with with the pictorial representation of the project, like necessary informations of what is the status of this current project. So as you see here, each and every related information about this particular projects, I have a complete dashboard view with this relevant project that I have just clicked on. So it not only gives me information about my own projects, but also on the other projects that are very much part of the system. So let me go back. I think I might have just clicked on Innovator collaboration. Let me go back to my project management. Okay. So while the page loads, I was just mentioning it gives me access to all the related project deliverables in one single dashboard view, as you see on the screen. So I can have access to each and every projects, no matter wherever I am. Let me click onto this particular NPD project alone to just give me an access to what is happening on this project. As you see on the screen, it opens up with a dynamic changeable uh, dash a view with all the indicators that are defining right from the progress. What is the status of the project? Has it been slipped by certain days? What is the number of days that it has split by? What are the tasks that are the tasks completely completed on time, or is it slipped by what percentage, or and who are the resources that has been aligned to this project? All these necessary informations are available in this one single dashboard, and there is relevant color codifications that are notifications that are highlighted over here. If certain things are highlighted in red, that means it needs an immediate attention. It's overdue, that needs to be taken care. And at the mid of the screen, you see the pictorial representation in a pie chart and bar graph. It gives you a pictorial information about the status of the projects, all the tasks that are being assigned, all tasks with deliverables and critical tasks, and so on. This is out of the box screen that comes along with this solution. There is no additional customization that is required, unless otherwise you need some changes onto this particular dashboard. But otherwise, everything is out of the box. And you also have a Gantt chart visibility about each and every activities, each and every task. So that is where I was just mentioning, no matter wherever you are, no matter whatever the situation is, like what we are in now, we are locked down due to the COVID situation, and but still we should have access to the project deliverables. We still have to have access to my office related activities, tasks, and that is all possible when you have a system like this, which is a 3D experience platform. And if I would like to have individual information about each and every tasks and activities, I can still drill down. I can go drill down to the lowest of the hierarchy of the entire hierarchy. And I can see what are the tasks and activities which are part of the each and every phases. As you see the phase gate project that has been defined here, and there are various tasks and activities, and each and every task has a critical path that has been defined. What is the start and end date? What is the percentage of completion? What is the duration of this? All those necessary information is all available. And there are different page tabs that you want to have the visibility about what is this project. You can play around on this particular dashboard. Maybe if I would love to showcase this particular in depth in a highly technical manner, but in the interest of time, I would probably stick to the high level information about this project, the project related solution. But maybe in the coming weeks we can have a detailed session on this, when I would also present you on another webinar on completely on this particular project management, which gives you a detailed technical session on that. So let me quickly take you back. So coming back to the third solution that we were talking about, in order to ensure the business continuity, no matter whatever the situation that we are in, we still have to be accessible to the office related activities. We still have to be connected. We still have to have established a collaborative environment within your internal and external. And we have seen what are the solutions that are being offered from 3D experience by the 3D experience platform on cloud. And this is the third solution that we're touching upon, which is social business analyst. This is typically a solution that we are talking about that gives me an insight about what is happening in the market. What is the customer's feedback about my product? What is the competition that are available in the market? What is uh, the relevant informations that can help me take better decision making and improvise on my product, which are all available, which are all posted by the consumers or the customers in the social medias like LinkedIn, Facebook, or Twitter. How do I collate all these information and automatically brings you a dashboard view with necessary information for you to be equipped, so that you can take a decision at a quicker rate and improvise on the product and launch it to the market in the next as quick as possible. So this is the solution which can help me to to uh, to uh, to have a business metrics from the with respect to the social context and to understand the business decision. I will use the information from across the social medias and to help and inform the decision making team. Instead of looking for a relevant information online, users can see it from one single dashboard that we have that I was just referring to, which is the 3D experience platform, aggregated and categorized automatically. That is the beauty of this solution. Everything is available in one single dashboard, aggregated and categorized automatically. It structures the data from all these social media contents that has been collated. With all data in one single dashboard, internal metrics and social contents or data that we can compare and analyze everything related to the products or the brand and so on, which helps you to probably improvise with all the necessary information available on the dashboard. It is typically a dashboard intelligence that is basically made available to you in this through this social business analysis module that can help you to monitor and analyze the market, the competitors, and the consumer trends from the social medias where they post their feedbacks like the Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Okay, I guess we have seen the solutions. Now why is that you have to look at 3D experience as a platform? Why should you look at 3D experience as a platform? As I mentioned, this is a best in class all in one platform with proven industry best practices built in it that caters to 11 plus industry verticals, name it any industry verticals, right from automotive OEMs to the suppliers, to aerospace OEMs to and its suppliers down the line, and to industrial machinery and components or life sciences or name any of these business verticals. This particular platform is highly flexible and scalable and robust solutions inbuilt within it. When I say robust solutions inbuilt within it, it caters to the needs of every engineering requirement, right from the design engineering to the manufacturing, handover to manufacturing, to the analysis part of it. You can do an analysis within the solution. There are solutions which are available like Similia and Abacus that can take care of your analysis. And then digital manufacturing, like for example, if you want to automate your shop floor, you want to have a smart factory within your plan. And yes, that is one of the other solutions that you would like to look upon right now, because at this point of time, although the government has relaxed that 30 to 50% of the workforce can operate from your factory or so, but still there needs to be a social distancing. There needs to be a kind of a necessary precautions that needs to be taken. So with this 30 to 50% of the workforce, how do I ensure the productivity? I can build the entire shop floor. I can build and simulate the entire shop floor with this particular platform, which is called Delmia Suite. That is typically a digital manufacturing solution. I think you should look at that particular solution as well. Hoping to see one of the sessions being conducted by us on the Delmia Suite near future. Probably you can have a look at that. Having said all this, all these solutions are hosted on this one single platform, and that is why we call it as all-in-one unified platform, which is the 3D experience. And for you to look at it immediately, you can have it on your 3D experience cloud. And the next most important point that I would like to highlight is at this point of time, Dassault Systemes is offering these solutions and these licenses at 50% discounts for your first 3 months of your subscription. I would request you to leverage this opportunity and make use of this opportunity to the fullest of the extent, and use these applications to see how you can how you can stay connected with your internal and external stakeholders that can help your organization to still be connected with your day-to-day official operations or your official activities, stay connected with your internal resources or your external ecosystem like your suppliers, vendors, or your primarily the customers, and followed by 25% discount for the next 3 months subscription per user to leverage the full functionality of the 3D experience platform on cloud. This is a readily available package for you to start using it. My suggestion or my recommendation is probably for you to leverage this offer, take the opportunities, and see that how best this solution can be utilized at this point of time where it is the need of the hour. And for this, what you all need is just a simple internet connection for you to access, where there will be a valid login credentials that will be provided for you to access this particular applications. So the moment the tenant is made available on the cloud platform, you and the login once you're registered and your login credentials are available, you can have access to this, and then you can build your team, you can build your communities, you can post your information, you can post your news, you can post all your necessary information, you can access all your 3D data, you can access all your manufacturing related data like your EBOM, MBOM, and so on. And then you can also have your shop floor related activities, like if I'm connected to through my digital manufacturing platform, I can have access to all my shop floors and also do analysis through Simile and Abacus, which is all available in the same platform. So all you need is just a simple internet connection. So why 3D experience again continued? As I mentioned earlier, the CEOs can monitor the relevant business KPIs real time. This is the most important thing that I would like to stress. You would still have access on a real-time basis. It gives you a feeling that though you're logged on at home, it gives you a feeling that you're still connected to as though you're working on your office. So I will have my CEOs or my leadership team will have access to each and every relevant business informations, as long as I have a valid login credentials and access to my 3D experience platform on cloud. So and at the same similarly, my operations or my manufacturing team can have access to all my related business related activities, or shop floor related activities, or manufacturing related activities. All those relevant things can be accessible on the same platform. And then the R&D, that the sales managers and the HR leaders, name any of the departments, be it technical or non-technical departments or downstream departments. It could be even your customers, it could be even your suppliers, vendors, or subcontractors, and many other external stakeholders. You can invite them to be a part of this 3D experience. As long as you have a valid login credentials, you can access this anywhere around the world, around the globe, as long as you have a just one simple internet connections and this 3D experience platform login credentials. That is the beauty of this solution that I just want to stress upon. So let's move on. We have seen the solutions, we have seen how we can overcome these challenges by utilizing these solutions. How do we ensure the business continuity by having access, by utilizing these three solutions that we have talked in length? Let me now take you to a bit of a infrastructure point of view, the cloud platform that we are talking about. So the key values that the 3D experience 3D experience platform on cloud that delivers to all my customer who would like to have access to this is, it is instantly available. It's a ready package, easily deployed and installed by and made available to the customers, with where you have each and every data secured. It is available 24/7, anywhere, everywhere, as long as you have a valid login credentials and internet connectivity. And the most important point that I would like to stress is no IT management. When I say the no IT management, as this is a solution which is available on cloud, we as a partner, along with my principal Dassault Systemes, will take care of all your IT related activities. So that means you can focus on all your deliverables, you can focus on all your project related activities, you can focus on all your day-to-day office related activities. That is where I would like to bring a value proposition on this particular solution. You leave the IT and relevant things to us, where we will make sure that it is available 24/7, anywhere, anytime for you to access. And that is where it brings about a negligible total cost of ownership. When I say total cost of ownership or investment is minimal. And at the same time, it is delivered quick and easily accessible, since it is a cloud-based solution. So let me again take you more in detail, the 3D Experience Cloud, which is a ready package that assuming that you place an order to us, that you would like to have access to this particular 3D Experience platform. It is just that once the PO is received, we set up the tenant and we share you the registration link. Once the registration is done, and you will be given with the valid login credentials, and it's all yours from there on. So it is as quick it's as quick as within 2 hours of, or 2 to 3 hours of the receipt of the PO, the tenant is made available to you. That is a commitment that what we can give it to you, and it is instantly available for you. It is out of all these are whatever the solution that I've just referred to are all available out of the box, unless otherwise you need some configurations or customization that needs to be done, but otherwise it is all readily available for you to look at it. So you will receive the first email where you may have to register, then you may have to create a 3D experience. That is a flow for you to access this readily available package. You have to then log into the platform using the 3D experience plan, and you're good to go to access your dashboard with all the necessary information, where you can bring about a collaborative environment by sharing all your design data, by having access to all my project deliverables, by having access to by inviting my customers to be a part of the system, and be a part of the review system, be a part of the approvals, be a part of the feedbacks, comments, and so on. So that is the solution that we are offering to all the customers, and this is the time where you can utilize this opportunity, as Dassault Systems and we as a partner, EDS Technologies, are offering you at 50% of the actual cost for 3 months of your subscription, followed by, and then 25% of the actual cost following on the subsequent 3 months. That is overall 6 months that we are talking about, and moving forward. So what is the total value proposition that I would like to bring to the table? It's the total cost of ownership. Typically, at this point of time, when everything is in a standstill, when the business is in a dilemma, when the business is in a challenge, and there is a crunch in me investing on the investment, this is the value proposition that I would like to bring onto your table, where the total cost of ownership in terms of my infrastructure, in terms of my solution, in terms of my application, in terms of my licenses, it's very, very negligible. So as compared to the on-premise, if you see here on the left-hand side, the total cost of ownership in terms of your on-premise setup vis-a-vis with my setup on the right-hand side, which is a cloud-based application, all available as for you to look at it. So the total cost of ownership is highly negligible, and or maybe I can say the total cost of ownership is very, very less. So the only investment that I see is the subscription based licenses that you may have to have buy, which for you to access these applications. So the value proposition, and that is where I'm this is in detail the reduced TCO. What is a reduced TCO, where when it comes to on-premise and when it is a cloud-based application? So the as I mentioned earlier, the cost that you would the total cost of ownership on you would just be on the subscription fee, whereas on the on-premise setup, you would have to have a complete infrastructure with all the hardware, with all the IT team set for that, with all the customization, with all the implementation, maintenance, training, software licenses, perpetual licenses, everything, which adds to a huge cost. At this point of time, what I'm referring to, again, it depends. Now, when I say at this point of time, when we are all locked down, when there is a crunch in the business investments, and at the same time you need to have access to your business related activities, office related activities, the minimal that you can look at right now is a 3D experience platform on cloud, with that gives you access, that helps you to stay connected, at the same time bring about a collaborative environment between your internal and external stakeholders. So let me also detail you out on the licenses and implementation strategies, the 3 licenses, the 3 ways of you to ensure how to ensure a business continuity no matter whatever the situation you are. These are the basic licenses. I would say the first license is 3D Experience Collaborative Business Innovator. It's the basic platform license that would be sufficient for you to start with. Additionally, if you want to have, you can also have the project management and the social business management as part of the solution that you would like to leverage upon, as there is a good offer that is being offered by Dassault Systemes to all our existing customers or to the new customers who's part of this webinar, that I would like to stress upon. And then the implementation timeline, as everything is available on out of the box, and it is a cloud-based application, cloud-based solution. It is readily available for you with all the out of the box functionalities and features. But then if there is something additional that you need to be incorporated on top of the existing package, yes, it just runs in few weeks, maybe a couple of weeks, or maybe 2-3 weeks, and not in months. That is the advantage of this particular solution that I would like to stress upon. So we are now come to the end of this, the summary. As I said, no matter whatever the situation we are in, we can still be connected. We can still ensure that the business continuity, we can still ensure that the business will go on and our life will go on. And how do we do that? And we have just seen that in the previous slides, which I was just mentioning on the solutions that can be utilized to address those, which are nothing but your business innovator, the project planner, and social business analyst that can help your entire organization to stay connected within your internal and your external stakeholders. With this, I would like to end this session and then take your question. Aditi?
Yeah. So we are having some questions from our audience. So the very first question was like, can you explain the ecosystem that you were talking about at the beginning of the session?
Okay, as I mentioned earlier, the ecosystem that when I refer, it is your internal as well as your external ecosystem. So that when I say an ecosystem, it is your organization and your internal stakeholders would be your departments, your resources, including all the departments that I'm referring to, right from your engineering to manufacturing, quality, and or all the other departments that are the non-technical departments like your procurement, finance, HR, and so on. And when I say the outside ecosystem, who is part of your business operations, like your suppliers, vendors, and then primarily your customer as well. This is what the ecosystem is all about.
Okay. And the next question is, how about the privacy and security of the data?
Yes, this is a common question that we come across from when we talk about a cloud-based platform. Yes, that's one of the important question as well. Yes, Dassault System has taken all the necessary regulations, and it has certain certifications and stringent policies that are in place, where it ensures that the data is secured and it is accessible only to the customers and not anybody else. And in fact, it goes to say that even Dassault System or the cloud, the team who hosts the cloud, in fact, they also do not have access to this particular information. It is all private and secured, highly secured, such that it is only made available to the relevant owner.
Okay. And there are few questions from Mr. Rakesh. So I will read out the questions and then I will unmute Mr. Rakesh so that you can, have a more interaction with him directly. So the
Okay.
questions are, when you were displaying the dashboard, he was asking that this dashboard status is showing of work area. Is that right?
Are you putting him on unmute?
Yes, I am putting him on unmute and 1 second.
Okay. Okay. Let me give you. I assume that when you say the work area, he's referring to
Mm-hmm.
his tasks, his relevant activities, or his
Mm-hmm.
related informations that he wants to access to. Yes, you're absolutely right. As soon as I log into that particular 3D experience platform, and based on the roles and authorization that has been offered, provided to that particular resource, he will have access to that relevant informations of his relevant activities, his tasks, to do what he needs to do for the day, or if he's a part of the community where he's also a part of the deliverables, yes, that particular community related deliverables will also be accessible by him, and many other things. These are all controlled by through necessary login credentials and roles and authorization.
Okay, okay. Mr. Arun, this is Rakesh from the High Tech Gates Limited.
Yes, yes, Mr.
Okay,
Rakesh, please.
okay. My question is, I think yes, you have answered me, but one question I need when I'm listening. Okay, so you can see other projects also. Like it is not assigned, it is not related to your work area, but it is project is going on, so you can also see it.
Okay, yes. See, again, there are certain necessary configurations, and as I said, authorizations and roles that I need to define, and where if I have to have access to other related deliverables, other related projects, that is all possible if I am a project planner or an administrator role. So if I'm just
Okay,
a project user, or if I'm just a executioner, I would only be accessible to only the task that needs to be executed by me alone. But although if you still want to have a visibility, that is all controlled through necessary authorizations and access controls.
fine. One more question, like when we are searching some 3D design or some 3D drawing. So when we are opening, I mean I think there are inbuilt soft, I mean that software should be available in a local system, or it should be, I mean uh,
Yes,
it will be.
you are
Yeah,
absolutely right. You are absolutely right. There are two things that I would like to bring upon here. One is the idea behind me showcasing that for you is if I am a technical user or a non-technical user, I'm
okay,
considering both. So when I am a
okay,
technical user, let's take the technical designer. If I have to access this design data, then I would like to have the CATIA V5 or a relevant CAD system like SolidWorks, AutoCAD, Inventor, Solid to be installed on my local system. But this platform
okay,
can be on my cloud. Okay,
okay,
that
okay. It can be,
connectivity
it
can,
can be on cloud. It can be on cloud.
yes. So, but the data can be pulled out from there. You work on this particular activity and then push it back to the system. That is
Okay,
one. So and then the idea behind me showcasing that particular feature was even the non-technical departments, where typically the procurement, the other departmental users like quality, manufacturing, or any other departments, if they want to have access to those 3D design data or the relevant part number, they can have access to that. That is where
okay, okay, fine.
there are
That's fine.
inbuilt viewers which are available for you to still make it available for them.
Okay, okay, fine. Thank you.
Okay, Rakesh.
Yeah, thanks, Arun.
Yeah, Arun, we have another question from Mr. Satish. How can we open CAD software in this 3D experience community?
Yes. See, as I said, I just probably this is the same question what Mr. Rakesh had just asked, but in the interest of the audience, larger audience, and to Mr. Satish specifically, as I mentioned, you have access to 3D design data, and if you have to, if I am a technical designer and I have to work on that particular model, then I need to have that relevant CAD software installed on my local system. But if I'm not a technical designer, if I'm non-technical team member, I would have to access that particular design model just to view, just to see what it is. Then the same interface has an inbuilt viewer with it, through which he can have access to that model. He can see what that model is all about. He can rotate, he can pan, he can zoom, he can do a cross section, he can do a mock-up, he can do a review. All these things are available for the technical and non-technical department. And even without a CAD software, he can still have access to all these models.
Okay. And we have one more question. that can you explain how it will be useful for a mining company?
Okay, I think yes. I would probably take this question to my mining expert, but I would
Okay.
and also answer to you in detail about that. But in short, when you say mining company, yes, this is a platform which is available to, as I said, a solution which can bring about a collaborative environment where you can stay connected. You would like to pass on some information. Typically what we do is you send emails, or you call over the phone. Apart from that, you can have one single dashboard. As long as you have an internet connectivity, you can open this up anywhere across the globe. As long as the internet connectivity is good, you can still have access to all the necessary mining related informations, not just the technical related activities, but also on the operational related activities. That if I build a community, if I create a community within the dashboard, I can assign all my resources to that particular community. I can pass on the information, and they can also share their feedback. They can also share their daily activities. They can share all the necessary information day to day on this single platform alone. But yes, I would also like to have, if you would like to have a detailed technical answer to this, I will put my relevant expert to contact you immediately and then give you the necessary information. But I hope at least a short answer by me would have given you a idea about what this solution is all about.
Okay. Then one more question is from Mr. Basavaraju, that can it be deployed in educational institutions? If so, infrastructure requirements. What are the infrastructure requirements?
Yes, very much available. It should be an educational institution, Mr. Basavaraj. There are academia packages that are available, which are offered by Dassault Systemes. Yes, this can be very well used by the academia or the educational institution that you would like to have access to this. And to answer your second question, what is the infrastructure that I need? If I'm talking about just the 3D Experience Cloud, it's one single internet connectivity that I just need to have. What I all need to have is just the internet connectivity and a system to browse that internet for me to access all these 3D Experience platform with a valid login credentials.
Okay. I think there is one more question which we have already addressed to, but I will still read out if there is any other explanation to it. How we can collect the mechanical design CATIA Pro-E part models.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, 3D Experience platform can be interfaced with all your mechanical or electronic CAD applications. It could be your Creo, Pro-E, CATIA, SolidWorks, Unigraphics, or any other mechanical CAD. Or you can also talk about electrical CAD applications like Altium, Cadence, and all these CAD applications. That the moment we bring a necessary integration with all these CAD applications, you have direct access to 3D Experience platform, where you can save all your 3D CAD design related activities onto this centralized repository within this 3D Experience platform, and then access anywhere across the globe. So you
Okay.
have access to all the information 3D related access, be it any multi-CAD setup that you have at your site.
Okay. Then how much user friendly is the project management PML?
As I mentioned earlier, this particular dashboard is a Windows based application. As you see, it's very user friendly. Probably I would like to take a session on this in the coming weeks, another webinar specifically on this, on the technical session on project management and so on, where I can show you how simple it is for me to create a project. So as just to give you an idea, I can automate the all the project tasks and activities to be created by a template. So there are templates, or if I already have an existing Excel template, I can import from that Excel into my 3D Experience platform with all the tasks, activities, work breakdown structures, and then go on assigning my resources to the relevant because this particular dashboard, I can invite all my resources, create all my naming masters, naming masters within it. The employees, naming master, what I mean is the employees or the resources will be part of the project in no time, and I just go keep assigning it. So it is as simple as it is. It doesn't require any high-end skills that you need to, but only thing is that we will probably a session on this would give you an idea about how the solution is all about. But one thing I can say is this solution is highly simple, flexible, and very user friendly.
Okay. How about taking the backup of the data in local system? Is that option available?
Okay, yes. As part of the Dassault policy, there are some provisions for you to take the backup. But when I say the backup, do you mean to say that you want to take the entire backup of the system? That is also possible, but I would confirm on you that. But if you're saying that I would like to have download that file and save it into my local system, yes, that is also very much possible.
Okay. Then,
Okay.
hello.
Arun, this is Rakesh again.
Yeah, Rakesh.
Okay, one more question. What is the communication medium? I mean, like if I'm creating a project or something. So what will be the communication? Like if I'm not opening that app, so my superior or my down, my colleagues, how they can access it? Is there any
Yes.
communication medium like SMS, emails, or other
Yes,
things?
yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
See, as I say, there are necessary configurations that I need to be done with respect to the mails that needs to be triggered. So there
okay,
can be a mail trigger that needs to be configured. It could be your Outlook or whatever email trigger that you're looking out. Based on the relevant task and the owners, they have to be notified about the relevant activities. That is all part of the existing system. And yes, that is very much possible, irrespective of whether you are having a 3D experience platform apart from but at the same time you would like to have information about this in your email notification, that is also possible.
okay. And what about SMS?
Yes, I think SMS is also possible, but then there needs to be an additional interface that needs to be made onto your mobile, and that would call for an additional investments and so on. But let me clarify you on that. Maybe I'll take this question back to my experts and then come back to you on this.
Okay, okay, and that will be that we can configure in every like if there is a hierarchy of a project management. I mean, like of any project, so this can be embedded of any type of I mean any of the level.
Yes, yes, yes. There can be there is no restrictions in terms of the levels. You can have
Okay,
ad hoc mail triggers or workflow, or you can
okay,
have parallel or a series as well, non-parallel as well.
got it,
It
got
can
it.
go to any.
Okay, got it. And I think right now we are very much adaptive for cloud environment. If I'll go for my in-premises I mean installation, so how much it is possible?
Sorry, I didn't get the question. How much is it possible in the sense what?
Like can we install it? Can we install it in our local premises? Like I mean like instead of cloud
Oh, okay. See, okay. This
resources.
is what is the cloud platform that you have right now?
No, right? If I don't have any cloud, I mean,
But assuming that you are going forward in the future, you are
okay.
saying that you are investing on an AWS cloud or something like that. Yes,
No.
you need to
I'm
only.
I'm just asking opposite thing. Like I don't want to go for cloud if I want to install it in my premises.
Okay. Yes, this particular application is available for both on-premise and on cloud.
Okay.
You can do
Okay.
for your local. You can have your own local setup, and everything
Mhm.
in implement everything installed, configure everything. The software needs to be installed, everything and configured according, and then the IT would take care of that. Yes, it is possible. It is
Okay.
available both the flavors, on-premise and as well as on cloud.
Got it, got it. One thing more, when we are talking about that 3D modeling, so that time we can share our manages, we can edit the drawing and upload it back. Okay, so
Correct.
we can directly upload it back, or it is a something like process a check in, check out, release, or something like that.
Yes, yes, exactly. There will be an status management and workflow configured with relevant status, as you said, in work, then request for an approval, approved,
Okay,
released. All these things will be available as part of the check-in, check-out concept is very much part of the PLM system.
okay, okay, okay. So how it is different from other PLM and other project management if I'm talking about.
See, as I said, this is not a product. It is a platform. It is an experience that is bringing to the customer where it gives you a connectivity right from your engineering to your project management solution, to your digital manufacturing, to your analysis package, all in one single platform. But if you talk about other platform, you may have to you buy a separate software which needs to be installed additionally, and it is a point based solution. Each and every activity project management will be, you have to do a separate, you have to buy a separate software and install it separately. But this is one
Okay,
single platform, and on this basic platform you have all these modules available. As and when you can add on, keep just adding on to it. Today I may invest on CAD related integration, CATIA v5, and work on this 3D experience platform. Tomorrow I want to invest on project management. It is a, you already have invested on the 3D basic platform. It is just that the project management license has to be bought and you're ready to use it. That role will be activated to you and you're ready to use. Or going for down the line, if I have to have an analysis package like Abacus, Simulia or so, I need to do an analysis of this particular model. Then I have analysis and Simulia packages available within the solution, which I can utilize. And it is just that the 3D experience platform is the base for all these things. Whereas other solutions which are available in the market, it is all point-based solution. It is a boxed type solution. It is,
got
you
it,
have to
got it.
invest on individual. Got it? Yeah.
Yeah, got it, got it, got it.
Oh,
Huh. Thank you, Arun, once again.
thank you, Rakesh. Thank you.
Okay, Arun, we have next question from Mr. Sunny Ruprai. So
Mhm.
he has asked that he is using Vault to handle his CAD data and wants to know how he will connect to 3D experience. In Vault, he is already his data is already over cloud, and he is using Smartsheet to control operation. So I'm unmuting him as well so that we can
Okay,
have
please.
yeah, interaction with him if he wants to have any further question.
Yes, 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 please.
Yeah,
Hello,
Mr.
sir.
Sunny
I'm
Rupra, I have unmuted you.
Sunny from All Round India Vegetable Processing.
Please, Mr.
Actually, I
Samir.
am from marketing department, and
Okay.
actually, the main problem. Hello. The
Yeah,
main
yeah,
problem we
please.
are facing from sales to delivery,
Okay. Okay, you're talking
because for
about
sales
right
it
from the,
is one machine, but for engineering, yeah,
you're talking right from the RFQ till the delivery. You have
yes,
a disintegrated system, disconnectivity. These are the challenges
yes,
that you're currently faced with, right?
yeah,
Yes, as I mentioned, this is an all-in-one unified platform where there are packages which can cover right from the RFQ till the delivery in one single platform itself. The sales team can access the relevant RFQs, and once the sale order is generated, the necessary information or the technical delay related informations can be passed on to the engineering department, who will have access to the relevant engineering activities that they can do all in the same dashboard. So it is only the roles that needs to be assigned, and the departmental heads will have the overall roles for them to have a complete dashboard view right from the RFQ till the delivery. Likewise, the manufacturing, once the engineering is done, it is handed over to the manufacturing. The manufacturing will do the relevant production related activities and update their status in this particular package. There is one dedicated package which is called bid to win package, which is typically for your automotives and suppliers, or even for the general engineering who follow the bid to win kind of a scenario where there is an APQP methodologies typically being followed. These kind of industries, there is a ready inbuilt best practices inbuilt packages available, which is called bid to win. right from your RFQ till the delivery, this particular package can address that requirement. Or alternatively, you can also have individual solution, but on the same 3D experience platform, based on the you would like to start with RFQ management first, and then you can you want to add on to your engineering. It's highly flexible and scalable, but all in one single platform alone.
Actually,
It's
I
just
am
the license.
using Smartsheet to handle my all the inquiries. After that, from Smartsheet, I directly connect to the manufacturing. If the salesman click on order button, but there is some lagging between the machines. For sales, it is one machine, but for the engineering department, there are thousand components in the machine, and
Yeah, correct.
we are facing problem in delivery in
Yes, yes, yes.
purchasing these parts.
Yes, that is where you would find this particular solution to be of huge benefit to you, because everything is controlled in one single platform. All your sales related activities, all your engineering related activities, all your manufacturing related activities are all happening on the same platform. You're not it is not a point based solution, what I was just referring to. It is a an enterprise kind of an application where you have access to all your RFQs and your sales orders that you create, and then based on this RFQ, what is the engineering that needs activities that needs to be done, what is the manufacturing activities that is done, what is the dispatch that needs to be done, what is the quality that needs to be done. All these are associated with the one single or the relevant RFQ that you're referring to, but these are all done in the same platform. So there is a kind of a collaborative environment that is established because of one single platform that we are talking about. Whereas in your case, it is a disparate system in the sense each and everything is disconnected. You may have to physically convey either by mail or through some folder structure or through some other media, that you, because of which there is a delay, there is a miscommunication, there can be back and forth discussion, which is time consuming for you to take a decision and then deliver it on time to the customer. That is the problem with that. So but then if you look at this particular solution, everything will be on one single platform, right from your RFQ till the delivery. Each and every, the visibility and the traceability about what is happening across each and every activities is visible to each and every business stakeholders, and
It is clear to
you will
me
have a control.
this is one single platform to handle all the things, but I want to see some videos and some stuff where I can see how the software is working before
Yes,
I
yes,
purchase or
yes,
before I
yes.
making the decision.
You can log into. You can open up 3ds.com,
Yeah.
3ds.com. You have whole lot of information about all this 3D experience platform related technical information. Alternatively, you can Google search, or we will reach out to you and give you the necessary information to you on what is that you need. I think we will talk. We will anyway. We have the information about you who has been currently logged into the session. We will reach out to you individually and then address these points. No problem. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, Arun, we can have a one-on-one session with their team.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So next question is from Mr. Lakshmipati. So he has
Okay.
asked that he is having CATIA V5 and Innovia and also having own IT setup. So how to connect through cloud?
Okay. See, when we say CATIA V5 and Innovia, we need to see that what is the type of install base they are in. Are they under maintenance? And if they are they on the latest package of the Innovia or on the 3D experience Innovia? So we need to validate this, because Innovia prior to 3D experience, there was also Innovia V6. We need to understand what platform, what package they are into, and accordingly see if this needs to be migrated. There are very good offerings from Dassault to move your existing or a legacy Innovia or a CATIA system to 3D experience platform. I think Mr. Lakshmipati, we will reach out to you and help you out to understand how this we can work together and put you onto the latest platform of 3D experience. I think Aditi, we need to make a note of this.
Sure. So what is the difference between 3D experience community and PDM? Can you explain?
PDM.
PDM.
Yeah, PDM is just the product data management, where you will be you will only have access to manage only the 3D data. 3D data where I can only upload the data and retrieve the data, and there cannot be any information that you can post. If I have to share my if I have to post my comments, if I have to post my feedbacks as a textual information or my pictorial, I have to have my news feed, I have to have access to my relevant information or certain ideas. If I have to post my ideas, if I have to post my if I have to invite my customer, if I have to have connectivity with my suppliers, vendors, contractor, these are all not possible in PDM. PDM is just a CAD data management tool, or your data management tool, where you can just upload the data and retrieve the data, and maybe with some workaround to certain extent you can customize it so that you can add certain workflow and so on. But whereas 3D experience, a PDM is the small part within the 3D experience. So 3D experience cannot be compared to PDM, but a PDM is a small functionality which is available as part of this whole 3D experience platform. So 3D experience platform has the capability of PDF data management with it. On top of that, we bring in a rich experience of like a digital world, what it expects of, like your Facebook kind of an information, like your Twitter kind of a details that you need to have access to, or you have a LinkedIn kind of a experience. These are all possible in 3D experience. So 3D experience and PDM cannot be compared, but PDM functionality is available as part of your 3D experience, where you can integrate all your CAD design data or even non-technical data like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and many other technical specifications and so on.
Okay. Then one question is there. I think we have already addressed this, but I'll just read it out. And if any different answer is there, then we can address it, or we can move on to the next question. So how to store data, that is 3D model data? If we are saving data on cloud, then what about data security? So I think
Yeah.
data security we have discussed.
Yes, data security is what everybody will have concern about the moment we talk about cloud. But as I said, 3D experience have Dassault System has a stringent policy that is and has followed rigorous policy, stringent and rigorous testing and validations and many other standards that they need to follow as far as the cloud environment is concerned, where the data is highly secured. In fact, I would like to say that this even the the cloud vendor who would be hosting this data will not have access to that data. That is the kind of a security that we bring in.
Okay. Can we sync part community to 3D experience?
Part can we?
Can we sync part community to 3D experience? I think only a part of the organization maybe, or part of the
Yes,
team,
yes.
not the entire team.
Yes, as I mentioned, you can have a private community or a public community. If I have to have access to only the relevant informations to be shared with only a certain part of the team members, I need to have who are part of that community. I will create a community only with that. Let's say, for example, I am a leadership team. I belong to a leadership team or a management team. I would like to have access to only the management team only has to have access to their relevant information, because those are all confidential and secure data. It should not be publicly available for all the other normal engineers or users or the software teams or so on. So as I mentioned, yes, you have both private and public. You can post public. You can create public community where you can post all the common information that you want to post to them, or you can also maintain or create your relevant private community where necessary and confidential data only will be shared within them.
Okay, Mr. Rushikesh, I think this explains, like, is there any more to your question that you would like to, get answer to? I think he has lost the connection, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. So next question is, have you worked to replace Salesforce and Wrench? Arun? Arun, are you there? Hello? So I think the presenter has also lost the connection. But as of now, we have covered most of our questions. I see there is one more question coming in. Is Dassault planning to bring the cloud-based GeoVia Surpack software? So I will make note of this question, Mr. Deepak, and we will reach out to you one-on-one. And when we are giving the feedback and sharing the video for this WebEx also, so we will address this question and give the answer to everyone else also. So I hope today's session was useful for all the participants, and thank you very much for your time. And I hope you are staying at home and you and your family are safe. So thank you very much. I would like to end the session now, and please feel free to send you any of the queries or feedback to us on our email directly. So thank you all and happy
Yeah,
weekend.
thanks a lot.